Hey ho, it's me, YouTube's Twitter user again. How you doing? By the way, I have no idea what that means. Like, I don't use Twitter enough to actually understand what a Twitter user is or does. I would assume that they just are generally bad. Anyway, today we're gonna be doing something incredibly different. For the first time in the history of me, we're gonna talk about, something that I actually like. I know, crazy idea. I didn't know anything about this movie, but it was kind of thrust upon me last second in a Discord call, just completely out of nowhere. But you know, I watched it, and the menu is kind of a banger. I kind of expected it to be absolutely awful when I saw it was tagged as a horror comedy, because that's not really an easy combo to pull off. But I mean, hey, in my opinion, it was a lot more funny than scary. But that might just be me. It not a children's movie, so I don't know, corral the children away. And I mean, obviously a spoiler warning, man, because you should watch it, in my opinion. But yeah, I'm gonna just go over the movie. So if you expect me to not spoil it while doing that, then, well, you might be crazy. Now that all out of the way, the whole premise is basically just all these rich losers go to a restaurant on a private island. And I mean, they're supposed to be unlikable, so it makes sense that they, you know, are annoying. Now, our main character isn't actually even supposed to be there, but Tyler, who's kind of a fucking asshole, just hired some random hooker or something to take to this event, which, in my opinion, is kind of weird, because why would you have a list for the people who can get in if you can just change it last second and bring whoever? It just doesn't, just invalidates the whole need of it, but whatever. And then we finally get to meet the chef as well once we get into the restaurant after, like a long introducing phase of the island that shows us a bunch of stuff that doesn't really matter. And chef seems like a pretty silly little guy, bit goofy, bit quirky. Yeah, I mean, everything seems pretty normal. They're just a bunch of nerds eating food. We got some kind of cool, in my opinion, shots that introduce the like actual things they're eating with the ingredients and such. So that's pretty cool. Feel like breadless bread plate has some very good shit post material on it. But I mean, it wouldn't really be a good movie if it was just a bunch of rich assholes stuffing their faces. So inevitably, actual things begin to happen, and then like on their, they get like tortillas that have like just their secrets or mistakes on them, which range from cheating on your wife to like actually committing a crime, which I don't know. I find that absolutely hilarious that just have it on the food like that. That's some slick penmanship with that laser pointer or whatever they were talking about. The scene where Chef just like casually plug walks into the ladies' room is pretty goofy as well. Really shows that this man here has a few screws loose. And in correlation with all the meals and such, we get introduced to Jeremy, who designed one of the meals that's on the menu, which is pretty funky. But because this is a comedy, Chef just starts roasting the fuck out of him, and then Jeremy just fucking kills himself right there. Like it was so out of left field that I couldn't help but laugh. It was just just so goofy. Now, of course, this upsets some of the people there, but they just assume that it's like acting to make the meal more interesting. I don't know, rich people things, Then Joe Biden or whatever the fuck his name is tries to leave and loses a finger. It's just acting. Don't worry about it, dude. No, it's fine. No, it's all for show, dude. Don't worry about it, dude. I mean, that's like actually what one of the customers starts going with, because they're like a food critic or something, and it's like, oh, it's all about me. Oh. And then Chef just starts like bullying her. It's pretty funny. Then starts making fun of Mr. Nine Fingers now, and calling him out for not knowing what he's eating, even though he's been there more than once. It's pretty cool. Then he like drowns some other rich guy who's like his boss or something, just because he doesn't like him really. No, you don't agree with my menu, grr. Which was pretty funny to me. Then we get something that I couldn't help but feel was just like trying to squeeze out more time, like the most meaningless thing ever. Is that everyone gets crowded outside where we get like a speech about like workplace harassment or some bullshit. And then like Chef is like, oh listen, all the fellas here can try to run away and get like a 45-second head start, but then we'll start chasing you. So everyone tries to run except Tyler, who's like slow in the head. But here's the thing, they all get caught and have faced no consequences. There was no point. There was no reason for this to exist. This did nothing. Nothing has happened here. What was the point? They like point out that they're all like out of shape losers, or I don't know, man. I don't get it. Then we find out that Tyler, the smartest man on earth, actually knew all along that everyone would die after or during the meal, which, you know, makes the person he brought with him kind of angry. But like, I don't know what he was thinking, cause like, why? Why would you go? Not only go to a place where you know you're gonna die, but also bring someone else with you. I don't know. Maybe he just wanted some get down funky style with Chef in private or something. But joke's on him, because he gets told to cook a meal, like whatever, like literally any meal he wants to cook. And he does that, and then Chef just roasts the fuck out of him to a point where he just like hangs himself in a side room. But you know, it's Tyler. So it's just, everything he does is so fucking stupid that it is a comedy. It is a comedy. He hangs himself in a way that is funny. Good work. Continuing our trend of pointing out why we don't like the various customers, Chef starts talking to the actor guy or whatever who's in the like in the party of customers or whatever. And the only reason is because he made a movie that Chef didn't like, which, I mean, you know, that's pretty funny. I mean, relatable. The nice lady from before who we've been following kind of gets sent to, like, get a barrel or something. Then we get a completely meaningless fight scene that really doesn't add much, so I don't really get it, but whatever, you know, cheers. She also finds, like, 2 cool things that might help her escape. One being a picture of Chef really enjoying cooking a burger when he was like a young lad, and then a radio, and then, you know, radios for help. Radios some Coast Guard dude to show up, and then he does, but like, psych, prank, and he actually worked for Chef. You got pranked. You know, again, I don't really understand the point, but whatever. Alright, remember that picture of Chef cooking a burger that I brought up 2 sentences ago? Yeah, that's actually relevant. Because our main homegirl here tells the Chef, your food bad, I still hungry, give burger. And then Chef is like, okay, I love cooking burger, oh, I do that. And then cooks like the best looking cheeseburger I've ever seen. Makes me hungry just thinking about it. And she asks for it to go and just leaves. Like, that's it. She just is allowed to leave. Then, I don't know, some rant about marshmallows ensues. Sets the whole restaurant on fire. The final meal info pop-up includes ingredients, customers, staff, restaurant. You know. Quite funny, quite good, quite good. And that's it. That's the whole thing. And like, that's it. That's all that happens. It was pretty short for some reason. It felt like a lot shorter than it was. But you're probably thinking, wow, Dripley, this sounds like a fever dream. Why do you think it's so good? But like, in my schizophrenic rendition of the story, you probably like weren't able to pull out the whole point of the movie, or if you did, then you know, good on you. But it's all about how, like, trying to appease critics and customers makes people lose love for things they enjoyed doing. And basically, customer bad, critic bad, just like get burned in a restaurant or whatever. But you know, just Just to be safe, I want to go on record to saying that I'm not a critic. I'm just a prick with a microphone, so please don't turn me into a s'more. Anyway, yeah, other than that, it's a good movie. Go watch it, or whatever. Yeah. Alright, catch you later. Bye.